The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.
Yes, recording is in progress. We are back for episode 14, series 2. Chris's choice. What did you pick, mate?
I picked the classic Broken Arrow. That stands up so well compared to like John Wick and all that now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, any naysayers are just haters.
Not saying a word yet. So if John Wick comes out and it's fucking Hoff slow motion, then I'll stand by you on that one, mate. No bother at all. So obviously you've got an affinity with this film. So what made you pick it, mate? Just one for yourself that you loved.
This was just a pure action, mate. See, you've got somebody diving through the air with 2 horn guns. Just chaos, mate. There's explosions. There's train chases. There's car chases. What else do you need? What else do you need?
Dialogue, mate. A dialogue, buddy.
Nah, mate. The dialogue just helps this visual thing just go. That's what it's all about.
It was all right. It was a good watch, mate. And the thing that really irked me about the whole film was the fucking femme fatale. Was her name Trisha or Tracy or some such?
She's. I think. You're right. I think she was just there to tick a box for back in the day. Oh, it's too manly.
She has become a better actress with age, but because I've seen her in other things.
Yeah.
But oh man, what a wee Gina Davis or something would have been fucking perfect.
Yeah,
in this, do you know what I mean? I'm saying femme fatale, but she wasn't. She could more than hold her own. Do you know what I mean? If somebody wants to tell that Juliette Lewis, you know what I mean?
No, just mate, this. 96 would probably be one of the first films I probably had ever seen. Mm-hmm. So, like I says, you're seeing this. Superb, mate.
Just John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, and maybe Tom Hanks. They were making horror films that year, mate.
Yep, definitely.
The year after. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. But that's what I mean. See without this film, mate, I don't think you get Face Off.
No.
So, because I think that would have been the pairing for this. Aye, exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about. Con Air, Face Off, this. You're not sitting down. It's not going to be Shakespearean. You know what I mean? You're just there.
Yeah, definitely not going to be Shakespearean.
Shit's going to blow up. People are going to die. And the good guy's going to win. That's it.
Right, so we'll get right into it, mate. Right, so we start off this film, and it's as you going like that, you check your telly because you think the focus is out of alignment because tiny wee square of people boxing.
Aye, it's zooming in for above, isn't it? A bird's eye view of this boxing ring, and you've obviously got Deke and Hale were 2 characters in it. They're just boxing it out as you do. It doesn't seem like a sparring session either.
No, but it ends up we find out it's a friendly sparring session that's had $20 riding on it. $20 being a very prevalent theme throughout the film, isn't it?
Is that, mate? Well, who doesn't want $20?
Not $20 is worth new rate enough, but there's something about John Travolta putting up his dukes. He's like the old guy for the roaring 20s. Bully! Haven't met it.
See, mate, this is what I think as well. Seeing this, I think this is maybe like John Travolta's first time gone really bad, isn't it?
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye, because I'm trying to think, what was the other one? Where it was in Paris and he's got the baldy heat and all that.
Aye, from Love from Paris or something like that.
Aye, that's the only other really one I can remember. He played a kind of undesirable in Pulp Fiction, but it was a
Yeah,
likeable guy just doing a job, wasn't he?
That's what you've got this. You've got obviously Face Off, Swordfish. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
But this is him kind of getting it. But I think he's a good baddie for some reason.
He's good baddie, mate. And
Aye.
obviously it coincides with his just resurgence in
Aye.
movies. With, as we said, Pulp Fiction, this Face Off, it just seemed to, oh, Travolta's back. And he's not wearing flares.
Aye. And me, Christian Slater. I don't know why, but I like Christian Slater.
I liked him, I know, ever since Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Aye.
And it was the misunderstood wee brother. There was a man from Nottingham who tried to cross the river. What a joke! Slipped on a rope. Now look at him shiver. Aye, you're funny, any dick.
Oh, no, man. How did we get here already?
Ah, see the things you remember. So they're having a wee spar, mate. They're having a box. Travolta's kicking fucking Slater's ass. And he's talking to him all the way through it, telling him what he's going to do and all that, isn't he?
Aye, mind games, innit? How he's always ahead of the game. This is what you need to do. Fucking blah, 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 blah. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in the end up, anyway, Hale ends up on his back, didn't he?
Yes.
And Deke wins. Then they said they're in this locker room, isn't they?
Not a cut or a bruise.
Aye. And I mean, see, we're talking sparring session. He literally punched his cunt in.
Aye, you didn't. He
Oh, I
cards
mean-
or nothing.
No, it was a beatdown. It was a scheme booting.
It was a skin button. So Mad Deke's there with his fag and all that in the locker room. Just and see the way he smokes, I know.
Oh,
Complete
mate, see the
fingers.
pure party fingers, just complete attitude in it.
And again, he's telling Hale how he lost. And it's prevalent to the fact that it's quite funny, right? These two guys are stealth bomber pilots, right? But all the while, Deke's telling him he's not the kind of person to make the kill decision. He's not the kind of person that would blow it up. He's not the kind of person that would end somebody's life,
Aye.
which is strange. Career path he's taken.
Aye. As he says, you don't give it your all. You've no, what is it? You've not got that winning mentality. Know what I mean? But aye. But
Whereas
end
I've got 20 years experience.
Aye, because this is when you first kind of get told that really Deke should already be like a high commander or something, isn't it?
He's been passed over, obviously.
Aye.
His kid's on, or says it doesn't bother him. He's where he wants to be, and all that. But we find out that's not the case. So he gives him the $20. He's like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. He went, no, I don't wedge my bet. Don't renege on my bets and all that. You deserve it. And all that shit.
Aye.
And then they get called to the briefing.
Aye. They've been selected to fly this stealth pilot into it with 2 nuclear bombs. But the thing that bothers this commander the most is, you think you can smoke in here, you fanny? It's like, you don't see the no smoking signs on your way in?
Excuse me, Sergeant. Were you promoted since the last time I spoke to you? No. Then why are you smoking in my room? Oh, sorry. I mean, just doesn't care. He's a wee bit of a rebel.
Oh, mate, he's every high school badass rolled into one.
Aye, so he just does the old secondary school trick and nibs the cigarette with his 2 fingers and doesn't bother him, not a jot.
That's what you know he's a baddie, isn't it?
Oh, that must be his guitar playing fingers, that.
Aye.
Calloused.
The guitar, mate. So prevalent, as you say.
So very quickly, it's really kind of dead fast, and they've just been told they're doing a kind of, is that like a recon kind of flight, a test flight?
It's a test flight. It's going to test this plane with nukes, and it's going to test like command's abilities to catch enemy transport or whatever. Know what I mean?
Once they go stealth.
Aye, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes out, it goes out to these couple of doggers there out camping in the desert, as you do. And
That's right.
the ranger comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't catch this guy's name, but I just wee old man just minded his business. It's like, oh, I know, campfires out here at night is a bad thing. Much is the fine. You know what I mean? And this park ranger. Just, have you noticed anybody else out here in the desert?
I know.
I mean,
Aye. Are you the only ones out here? Oh, yeah, I know. Look, fire. I'm sorry. What kind of fine are we talking for this? Oh, it's pretty hefty. Boom, boom, boom.
he shoots him and he throws himself like he's convulsing, didn't he?
And you never see his missus in the tent. She just
Aye.
gets thrown away in the tent.
Just a couple of wee blood splatters in it.
Aye, so that as soon as they're dealt with, kind of trucks appear and you're like, oh, here, some baddies arriving.
As they usually do. You need to see the bad guys' headlights for some reason.
Aye.
It's a rule in every action for them.
When he shot the old man's rolled into his own fire. And then, obviously, is it Perkins or something? The head of the baddies comes and goes, like, what the hell's he doing? And get him out of that fire. I'll be smelling that all night.
Exactly. Oh, that's that fucking that guy. Has he ever played a good character?
Absolutely not, mate.
I was trying to think, because I always remember him for Ace Ventura, but
aye, even in 24, when he's the advisor to the president, he's still a pure dauber.
Absolute cocksocket.
Aye, what a role he played in Shawshank Redemption, man. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
Aye. Oh, aye. Tremendous.
The warden.
He's the warden. Well, I was just thinking that in my head. Like, has he ever been like a good guy?
No.
I'll need to look at that.
And do you know what? In real life, he's probably the salt of the earth. Probably. You know who he is? No, but Phil Harmon. Shout out my man this week. Remember too.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're in the cockpit of the stealth bomber, which looks like an inside a padded cell. And D again is just ragging on Hale again, just saying, you're too soft. You got to make the decisions. You got to go places. You got to do these things. You got to...
But you won't. Aye. But that's what Hale says to me again, isn't it? You've said it yourself. You've been passed there time and time again. Blah, blah, blah. You should be a colonel by now and all this.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
So
That's no good, that.
Aye, we got our first look then at Terry, who is the female park ranger, who is just radioed to check out some trucks in the area.
Aye.
So
that's somebody.
Oh, new character.
So somebody lives in the desert, has phoned in, suspicious cars.
Hello, there's wind here with some dirt. I'm not happy about it. Check it out.
It's usually me and the coyotes. I'll tell you when I see a float before.
But apparently
apparently
this is the Mrs. Mangle of the fucking desert. So yeah, I know. There's a crisp packet flying around last week, but I'll check it out. 10-4.
But this is, and it cuts back to into the cockpit again, isn't it? And you're kind of starting to see like Deke's bitterness towards being like stepped over into.
Aye.
It's just starting to ebb out a wee bit.
He's just starting to talk. It was dead aloof beforehand, but now he's got a wee bit of cynicism in his chat. So they dip into stealth mode, and as far as like base are concerned, this is all part of the training exercise. Okay, they're winning the stealth mode. Your job to find them. Let's go, people.
Exactly. But the whole thing is that I think Deke's kind of testing Hale as well, wasn't he?
Because he does say it, and he goes, I mean, look at you. I mean, you're in this for life, innit? You love it. And he's like, well, I do. Who else gets to fly $8 billion aeroplanes 100 feet off the ground? You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. But then it gives you this shot, doesn't it? Just the mad Travolta's eyes. I'm evil.
Something changed in him that moment, and was never the same, the boy. So he does it. What is it he tells him today? Look at the window.
No, I says look at the window or something. Because he's not getting the right readings, and should that not be on our starboard or whatever the fuck it was. But it's not a ploy for him to turn round so he can pop him in the back of the head.
See, before he says it, you see him kind of just for that split second wrestling with himself, didn't you? He goes, Tell me something. Can you look out the window there?
Exactly that. Oh, the wrong answer, Hale, son.
Is there a drive-through out there? So our
A bad
Hale looks out the window, which has the reflective capabilities of a shiny new mirror.
See, was this supposed to be slow-mo?
I don't know, mate, but I'll tell you one thing. See a stealth bomber? Doesn't have cockpit lights in it, mate. Doesn't he? So, obviously, outside's all dark. He's looked at the window and seen the reflection of his beautifully illuminated stealth cockpit, and he just, as you say, mate, he sees Deke pulling the revolver, doesn't he?
Aye. Stops him in the act. But I know it looks stupid, this fight, right? But they're all strapped into these chairs, aren't they? And it's just wee heat butts and hot with helmets and all this shit.
Half an hours. He just whipped his ass with a bead of sweat like an hour earlier, but when they're strapped into chairs doing fisticuffs, they can't be beaten.
Oh, mate, but aye.
By the way, this is the one point. There's a lot of natural landscape and all that in this film, which is great, by the way, right? But this nighttime scene is honking.
Aye.
You can tell it's all painted and all that, and it's just no very good at all. But that's my only gripe, man. Really,
it's 96.
Yeah, you know.
You know what I mean?
It's like the end of Terminator 1 when she drives into the thunderstorm.
It's no good, that.
But does he eject Hale or does Hale eject himself?
No, because Hale gets his gun. See, because obviously they're fighting near the horn guns and all that. Hale gets his gun back, and Deke ejects him.
You know, they're fighting because it's that music. Dun, 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 dun,
oh, no, mate.
Which is only surpassed by the wee guy on the guitar throughout the film, man. Bow, bow. I thought it was the start of Hans Zimmer, Superman, Man of Steel.
It is. It's Hans Zimmer that done it. Aye.
But
it's actually in another film. I can't remember what one it is.
Oh, just barrel, barrel.
No.
Oh, it's good, man. So Hale's been ejected. And we'll find out that when he was ejected, he did a wee sleep for some reason, but smashing. Deke then crashes the plane.
Aye.
But he says before he crashes the plane, like a shitey mayday call, Hale's lost it, going down. And
aye, that's it. He's putting audibly onto Hale should the authorities be a bit switched on.
Aye.
Which I'll give them the due. They were kind of ahead of the game, but they weren't really.
No, they weren't really. Again, $8 billion plane. Didn't have a camera in the cockpit. There we go. But hey, these things, that's why these test runs have to be made, you see.
Well, they took them out so they could put the lights in, you see.
That's what it was. Let's try these new LEDs, 1996 LEDs that everybody's going to be using in 20 years' time. Oh. No. You shoot that window, no, but I can see you. So we're flashed to like the round table at army people, innit?
Every action movie's got it. No, I mean, all the generals and the Secretary of State, they all need to meet and go, right, what the fuck's going down? You know what I mean? Usually, for some reason, they go, is it the Russians?
Those pesky Russians or Japanese? Who is it?
Every time, innit?
Is Cuba finally getting on board? So it's the bad guy out of RoboCop, man, who he's the head of defence centre or something like that. And then you've got wee Giles, who's the kind of analyst, knows what he's talking about kind of thing. And the first thing he wants to say to everybody is, look, we cannot hide that this is went pear-shaped. We need to tell the public, which I thought was kind of mental for no knowing what's happened. He's just like, let's tell the public. Let's tell them all. I've got to tell them.
Because he's saying, what is it, some aviator magazine or something has been monitoring these planes and all that, and they'll know that one took off and didn't come back. You're like,
Right. It's aviation week, don't you know?
like the government's like, you keeping tabs on that aviation week.
Yeah. Don't do nothing there, wee man. You had your horses.
Aye, well, no want another repeat of Roswell. Fucking telling you.
Aye. So, by this time, the Sojis, that I call them, which is Glasgow slang for soldiers, the recovery team have landed at the crash site and they've reported back no survivors, which is stupid because they've just no fun them day. They've no found dead bodies. Just no survivors.
That was that. That was what I was like. Pilots must have been vaporized. And you're like, what? But like you know, the pilot. I mean, Deke has already told you he's punching it. Know what I mean? So he's not going to be in there. But the next time they go to find the nukes in it, and the nukes they're gone, and everybody looks at each other like, oh.
And there's that big dramatic moment when he says the thing.
He said the thing. He said the thing. Broken arrow. We've got a broken arrow.
Everybody just looks.
I said that. I fucking said that like it was a train coming in. We have a broken arrow.
We have a broken arrow, repeat, broken arrow. To the main foyer, please. Thank you. Bing bong.
But I fucking broken arrow. And that's what's funny about a wee bit. It's funny in it later. See when they're telling Giles, and Giles is like that. I thought it was more scary. The fact that we lost a nuclear weapon, or we've got a term for losing it.
That happens quite a lot.
Aye.
That was quite funny. So next thing we pan to Ur Hale, who wakes up in the Wild West.
Aye.
Sleeping.
Well, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Aye, so he ejected and had a kip.
Aye. Well, I reckon he hurt his head.
With that big helmet on.
Aye. Oh, aye, because even though if you're wearing a helmet, you're still getting whacked about, sure.
Aye, well, he was sleeping anyway. He's woke up. His parachute caught in the wee breeze, pulling him about the place. And just try to put things together, what the hell happened there and all that kind of shit. And without batting an eyelid, when it comes to his senses, the first thing he does is put a $20 bill under the rock. You won that round.
And I just so want to be some person just walking through there, seeing like a couple of days' time or something, goes, and then finds that and takes it back to that. I found this in the desert, like, oh, fuck up, you. Oh, you've no stories.
By Parsons Ridge, through the Iron Needle. $20 bill, brand new, under a rock.
So maybe it was left there by aliens or something like that.
God put it there. Did he? Aye, God put it there. That's what happened. And you knew I wanted that. God.
Or even better, somebody lost in the desert. What? It's the £20 note. Like, bastard.
Aye. All the wealth of the world doesn't mean nothing when you don't have a drop of H2O. Just ask your Saul. You didn't. Oh, you didn't. Did you watch Better Call Saul?
Nah.
Nah.
Him
didn't watch that. I'll just know about the episode out in the desert. Brilliant, man. So you've won that round, Deke. £20 under a rock, man. And then Terry turns up, didn't she?
She sneaks right up on this pilot here. Well, saying that, he might be concussed and he's just woke up because he's... See, a lot through this film, Christian Slater does a lot of the heavy breathing stuff.
Doesn't he?
Aye. And this, I'm like...
Wee lisp.
Aye. But she pulls a gun on him. Doesn't know the boy if he at him. You know what I mean? But why are you pulling a gun on him?
Aye. They have a kind of skirmish. She decks him, and he decks her. And it's the old, look, I could shoot you if I wanted to. And he reverses the gun and gives it back to just show that fucking trust. Trust.
America, motherfucker.
And I'm surprised she can lift that gun out of her holster. It's a Magnum.
Aye, it's pretty big. I mean, that might be standard issue for Park Rangers.
It might be to shoot bears and that.
I don't know.
She just doesn't mind handling a big weapon.
Oh no, man. Oh,
Oh dear.
it's a shiny big gun butt, isn't it?
Well, it's a beauty. It's brand new. It's never been fired. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that for a fact, but it looks that way, mate. Right out the shop. Only thing missing off it is the V tag with the price. It's beautiful. Lovely.
Because we've got a great depth of knowledge about handling guns and the likes.
We have, but VH says to her, "Look, I can't tell you what it is. It's classified. It's classified." It's wee lisp, and she just woodenly replies to him, "I have a radio in my truck."
Aye, exactly. Fucking things are starting to piece together.
Oh, they are. They are indeed. You can't tell her fuck all because it's top secret, but he tells her in about 15 minutes' time, so it's all right. So we morph to the Sojis. Back to the Sojis, mate.
Aye. They're still searching for a snook, isn't it? They're
Two of them,
here
aye.
in a helicopter. And what is it? What is that? It's a canyon, in it. It's a canyon they're going to, isn't it?
Aye, they refer to it as the eye of the needle. So it must be like a small canyon because the helicopters landed. It's dropped the soldiers off down the canyon who are following the Geiger counter, isn't it?
Yeah. Searching for these 2 nuclear bombs on it. These soldiers that go and look for it. And as usual, there's a couple of standbys just guarding the chopper, know what I mean? No. Oh, these guys never get a shot. Oh, Jesus.
Aye, he's lace undone, didn't he?
Aye. The bad guys show up. Right, again, right, I know this just it helps to get us along the story, know what I mean? But
Of course it does.
But this car pulls up with, is it a Humvee in it? A Hummer motor? But they turn up with these chopper fucking pilots storing guard. Oh, we're just here to see, right, why the fuck are you hanging about the desert? See if people need help. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And see the pilot goes,
it's my thing. We just do it from time to time.
Aye, but the pilot goes, it's a training exercise, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. But see when he points his gun, his horn isn't on the trigger or anything. So he's effectively just pointing a stick.
Aye.
This guy, go and get.
But the wee guy just bends down to tie his lace, and while he bends down, the guy in the car has got a big automatic rifle and just takes out the pilot and the other soldier, which is pretty cool.
Aye, with an overly loud silencer.
Aye. Next thing we kind of allude to the fact is that Deeks appeared.
Aye, just
in that wee park, which is Pritchard, isn't it? Pritchard.
Aye, Pritchard.
Where is that son of a bitch?
Aye, maybe he's dead. What an awful thing to say.
Bow, bow. Sunglasses off.
I like the PlayStation. Do you like the PlayStation?
No, but I'm quite partial to your big daddy long legs fingers there when you hold a fag.
Wait, what is that? See, for a while, I bet people started smoking like that.
I'm going to do it tomorrow at work.
Oh, mate.
And then my fag will stick to my lips and I'll pull my fingers away and burn all my fingers. Deke learns that H is still alive. We hail.
Oh, aye.
Because I've heard the radio, haven't they?
Aye. Deke king me. Aye, because they hear about some Rangers picked up a pilot and gunships are on their way.
Aye.
But the next thing, I'm sure Deke fucks about with the radio and it just messes with communications, doesn't it?
Aye, to cut him off, that's right.
Aye.
And see when they done that, see the first thing I thought of, which is just pure where our brains usually are, mate. It was that wee guy in the Phantom Menace in Naboo with a white beard. They've cut off all communications. It can mean only one thing: invasion. I mean, oh, Star Wars, it's in your blood. It's in your blood. Oh.
I hate sand. Horse, like it's everywhere.
I'm going to go and get a tattoo of you. Didn't work that joke. So the soldiers in the canyon, they get done in, didn't they?
They find the first nook and head to the next one, and they know the bad guys are up there. So, because they start shooting them first, didn't they? Then the wee commander, and then this big fucking flat top, the typical fucking soldier. Know what I mean?
Aye. Buzzcut 4000.
Aye, exactly. They're the last two survivors, and their idea is to disarm these bombs and make them useless in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Why ever not?
Just pop, pop, pop. Shoot some, didn't he?
Aye.
Step away from that nuclear bomb, Timmy.
Oh, where are we, mister? We're in the eye of a needle, Jimmy. Oh, dear. So, that's all happened, and big blasé soldier that was a plank walks out the canyon. Hey, all right, deep, my man, how you doing? Still smoking your fags like that, mate? Any bother.
I know.
So they send their chopper to go and get Hale
Aye.
and Perry.
Aye. But by the way, Hale stood on endangered duck.
Mate, I know I've wrote that down, but I thought I would bypass it. I didn't think it was going to allude to that at all.
I thought it was going to play a part in the film at some point. Look, I don't know, but nah.
Don't stand on that. That's 4 million year old shit.
That's fertile growing ground there, you see. In the desert.
Not a lot grown out it, to be honest with you, Hen.
Aye.
So the chopper on its way to get them, you can't hear it or see it, but Hale can feel it.
Aye.
There's a few disturbances in the force in this film. There is. Hale's just walking about.
Aye.
Do you smell a lion? I smell a lion. Can you smell a lion? I don't know, it just feels dead liony. I smell a helicopter. So the helicopter's made it all the way there through a canyon down below them without creating any acoustic noise, and it just comes up and starts shooting at them poorly. It gets their truck back in it, obviously.
Aye. Just before that, but Deke makes a fake call to command to make out that there's an exposed core, and that way it gives them more time to do what they're going to do. But
Pritchard is rattled. What's happening? There's fucking people coming here now.
I know. See them fucking thing is again with his character. Aye, you put up the money. Aye, right. There's going. What made you think there wasn't going to be a possibility of fucking trouble? Know what I mean? He's got no composure all the way through this.
Aye.
This
what
mission.
Made you think that stealing nuclear weapons is going to be the smoothest thing you've done this winter? You know what I mean?
Fuck's sake. You ever shortchanged somebody?
Aye, exactly. Look, you went out and get a pair of shoes. You've never bought the first pair you've tried on. Just you calm yourself, mate.
Oh, brilliant, man. Aye.
There's after all that happens and the chopper catches up with, I keep wanting to say Hale and Pace. It's fucking Hale and Terry. A lot of slow-mo, a lot of the old A-team bullets hitting the ground 40 metres before they hit the person and all that.
That's it. Aye. Good old cinema.
Even the pilot says, let's have some fun.
Aye, that's it.
Yeah, you're getting done it.
Aye. There's nothing more sadistic than chasing two helpless bastards down in the desert.
With cannons. So they're at the bottom of the canyon. It ends up, the helicopter's at the top of the canyon. She says, oh no, what we going to do? And then she just starts climbing the canyon. He's like, wait there, don't be silly.
Aye. Where the fuck you going?
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be a distraction or something.
Aye, she just goes up there and starts waving her hands going, hey, blah, 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 blah.
I'm no way him.
Aye. And then she ducks and the pilot just looks through the glass bottom of his helicopter. You can see the pinprick that is Hale.
Aye. And Hale just fires home and true. I don't know how many bullets he shoots.
2, mate. Aye.
Is it 2? Is it definitely 2? Because
one hit. The first one hit.
Aye.
Second one was just to show him as a lethal bastard.
Because I don't see when I've seen other films. And when they start shooting with revolver guns, I'm like, you've shot about 20 times and you've only got 6 in that.
Aye, I know. But he gets the pilot anyway, and rather than veer away, the helicopter lurches forward with the blades and all that, and it's just about to turn over, and the back blade's just about to turn our Terry into fish food.
Turning into mulch.
Mulch, mate, mulch. Come on, Bane, we got a plane to catch. But obviously, Hale gets up the 200-foot fucking ravine, quick style, and pulls Terry away for the blades, which is all smashing.
It's that. Oh, he's a good man. He saved the day. But again, it goes back to the bad guys, doesn't it? And you see the wee smoke plume in the distance, like fucking Coyote and Roadrunner.
Aye, it's not very far away.
No,
the smoke.
Aye, they could have drove there. There was really no need for that helicopter.
Considering how long the helicopter took to get there.
Aye,
half an hour. But it's just for effect, obviously. Again, the Pritchard boy, he's fucking going on like a fucking mad woman into man. That's just great. They're going to be here even sooner.
Exactly.
It just tells him in the uncertain terms, look, fucking, I plan for contingencies. Nothing goes right the first time. That's why I've got backups and all that, and that's why I'm in charge. The only thing that doesn't work is joint leadership. Shut your fucking mouth.
It's not a good idea. I'd see the way he's talking to him and all, it's like through his teeth, like he's fucking
holding back.
Aye. He's good at this, but I like Travolta, man.
Aye.
He's good people.
He's good people, the boy. It's a bloody lovely wig he's wearing. So we're back to headquarters, and Giles, the analyst, is kind of half worked out. He's got the plot and he's got the plan, but he's got the wrong person for it. He thinks it's Hale.
That's it. Aye, because he asked about the radiation, didn't it? And he's kind of dubious about that. There's not a lot of radiation for an exposed core.
Aye, and he tells the general so. But that's just very fleeting. It's just to show you where he is at that moment in time. And also that Nest, who are the nuclear people that come and check, they're 96 minutes out. So that coincides with Deke's thesis that it's about an hour and a half before they show up. 96 minutes. Well done, mate.
Aye, by the time they get here, we'll be long gone, know what I mean? Because they need to take pictures for the satellite, know what I mean?
Aye. So we get to Terry and Hale having a chat again. Well, she asks him what's going on. He says it's classified, and then our acting is fucking woeful. I want to know now. And it just goes, okay then. What was happening was, and he tells him,
what is the way he does it? He goes, I'm an Air Force pilot. And it's just like, I thought they smelled bad. Oh, yeah, sir.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
How did the breathing come from?
Love a ton.
He's so like a guy doing a shite and he's stuck in the toilet. Oh!
But aye, he's got that breathing. It's very Jack Bauer, man.
Aye.
I want my family back. Mate, you're just out of the toilet. Oh. What's happening? Just walked in the door here.
But it is, aye. That it must make it more dramatic. Know what I mean? It's got to be something because I'm thinking, right, is that the helicopter thing just happened and he's just telling her what the fuck is going on because he's out of breath for no reason. Know what I mean?
So back in the Hummer, and Prentice is saying to Deke, "Race fag, do you mind?" No, actually, I don't mind at all.
Oh, it's just pure bad boy attitude, isn't it?
Because he does it in that wee voice. It's fucking quite funny, man.
So when he turns to the mad GI guy, doesn't he? And he just goes, aye, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Why are you in a bad mood to me? Because I know everything. Yes, knew you were going to say that. So they're in the Hummers and everything's going swimmingly. But H and Terry managed to jump on top of the Hummers, even though he told her look, stay where you are, I'll do this myself. But she jumped at the exact same time as him, and he just landed on the roof of these fucking jeeps. He's like, okay, you can come.
Exactly. Just a wee catchy, fucking witty remark there. Aye. And this is where we get our first car chase, isn't it, mate?
That's quite a good one as well.
Aye, car chase in the desert, no fucking about.
It's only let down a wee bit, that wee bit when he stumbles off and he drags onto the tarpaulin and he's getting dragged and it looks like it's going about 4 miles an hour, know what I mean?
Aye.
And Deke's like that and the car behind him, get him, run him down, get him.
It's very Tango and Cash, isn't it?
Aye. Speaking of breathing, breathe Tango, Abel Cash. Old Jack Palance. I was watching Batman yesterday.
Aye.
Don't forget your lucky dick.
Mate, I've only seen him in one film where he's the good guy, and I think it was called Attack. It was a war film, black and white.
Aye, Attack. That's right. But it played. It was big westerns.
Aye. That's what I mean. Like everyone I've seen him in that to memory again, he's just the bad guy and everything.
No, he's all right in City Slickers, wasn't he? Just a bit of an arsehole.
That's the same thing.
That's it. Is he a bad guy? No, not really. He's a wee bit of an arsehole. But he's no evil, you know.
Oh, nobody's ever said, I like him. He's an arsehole, but I like him.
He's the kind of guy that would take the last biscuit, you know what I mean, and not tell you, but when he just slit your throat because you farted, that kind of guy. Maybe I would. But there we go. So Hales fell off the Jeep in front, and then he's quickly on top of Deke's quickly on top of Deke's Jeep's bonnet.
Yes.
Where he falls back into his car, that's bumper to bumper, and then he fires off 2 rounds at the windshield and fucking misses.
No. But here's the thing. I don't know. It turns out the glass is bulletproof.
Aye. The first ricochet hits the fucking bit before the glass meets the thing, man. I'm like, come on! Soldier! You've just took out a helicopter from 9 miles away.
I thought he shot 4 times. That's why I was asking about the...
Did shoot 4 times, mate. It was the first couple, but just didn't do that on the glass. They'd done it at the rim, at the edge. I'm just being facetious.
It's got nothing to do with Jesus.
I'm not part today.
But the next thing, I can see what's kind of smart about it. The next bit is obviously the Ranger is on the bonnet of the Nuke truck, and the wee henchman that's driving puts his hand outside the motor and puts it around his window because it's bulletproof glass. See?
Aye. So he's shooting, and that's when Deke has his wee brilliant line in it, mate.
Aye. Would you mind not shooting at the thermonuclear weapons? And again, sees it through his gritted teeth. Aye.
Henchman's face. Oh, disappointed him. Oh. Oh, my head.
Ah, my lungs. Oh, dear.
But again, that's quite funny. It references that again later in the film. Let's stop shooting at the fucking nuclear weapons. When the guy told us way back when that they could lie in for 5 hours quite happily in some burning jet fuel.
Aye. As you do at weekends.
Aye. Get that nuke into the jet fuel there. Let's test it. I want to know who tested that. So Hale very swiftly and very cleverly makes up a petrol bomb, didn't he?
Aye. Straps is it a flare to a petrol can and launches it at Deke's car. Aye. Blows up when you need to stop while they take off into the desert, don't they?
Aye.
But at the same time, Hale finds this tag for, what is it, St. Jude's Hospital or something.
Oh, we know where they're going. We're going to Salt Lake City, St. Jude's Hospital. Oh, you fuck. But do you know what's quite funny? Deke's the leader, right? He's the head honcho, regardless of that Pritchard guy, he's the man. But see, when he gets out that Jeep, he puts his own wee fire out. His sweet extinguisher. I thought everybody else had been out there, but no, Deke does it.
Nah, no fucking about. Get your hands dirty kind of man. But the next thing, they head towards this mine, isn't it? Hale and what's her name again? Did you say?
Terry.
Hale and Terry made their way to this mine to hide these nukes.
The first thing you notice, which I noticed, and I'm sure you noticed as well, they got to the gates that look as if they've not been touched in a million years, but the chain and the padlock are fucking brand spanking new on it.
Aye, that's it. And even Hale says as well, didn't he? Why would they have a new lock on this mine if it's been shut for years? Know what I mean?
And they're no sooner in the mine and looking about, turning switches on when Hale says Deke's been here, Deke's prepped us.
Aye.
Deke's on his way, basically.
Yep. He's on his way.
Even when Pritchard's in the car and they're back in pursuit, and he says to Deke, he says, but you've been so glib about and all that, we don't even know where they are. He goes, I do know where they are. They're going to the same place we're going.
Aye. It's the only place I could have went, aye. But he was like, we need to disable these nukes, made them useless before he arrives and then get out of here. But again, you're Deke. Aye, he's ahead of the game, that boy.
Aye. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing. I've been here before, you're old da. He radios him just at the time that he's trying to disable the bombs. And basically, it's like a computer into it. If you put in the ring passcode, it'll lock you out. And that's what Hale thinks is going to happen.
Aye. Apart from, Alfred's fucking secret DVD.
Yes. I love it. Come here, my child. Let me smell you.
But the next thing, so Hale's putting in these codes. He was putting in these codes. To try and a couple of failed attempts at lock and all this stuff. And the whole time Deke's on the phone to him like, oh aye, that's what today, and all that. But as soon as he does it, it actually arms one of the nukes.
Hey, buddy.
Aye.
I think we're pretty past being buddies. Did you try to kill me? Oh, come on. So while he's trying to disable it, as you say, mate, Deke's saying, so I guess you're trying to disable the bombs too. Let me get a little guess, putting in the rank codes, and then it just arms itself, doesn't it?
That's
goes,
it.
Oops.
He's like, didn't work, did it? And we've now got a 30-minute countdown to this fucker that explodes. You know what I mean? And it's just, what is it? He switched unprogrammed boards. So the code that he was thinking of putting in or whatever didn't work. You know what I mean?
But he'll still says, I'll put the bombs and I'll explode them. And it still doesn't believe him. He goes, outstanding, Hale. That's the spirit.
Outstanding. That's what he says, isn't it? I'll take these into the mine and let it explode, and it'll bury the one underneath all this rubble.
Aye, I'm going to put them down my shaft. What I think you ask a woman?
Get in there nice and deep, like.
How deep's the shaft? Oh, well, let me just get into something a little more comfortable here.
Oh, your mother's been telling stories about me again, eh?
She says something outrageous, like 2,000 feet in that wee lift.
Aye,
I mean,
that's all right. Aye, would have took you about half an hour to get done.
Oh, would have it took you a long time. But so that's the plan. He's going to take the bombs into the bottom of the mine shaft and explode them because it's a copper mine, and the blast will fuse the copper and just seal the radiation.
Yeah,
good plan, Hale.
That's spiffing.
Yes, jolly good.
Meanwhile, they go back to command into it, and Giles and co all realise that Deke is the bad guy. Know what I mean? But that, again, that's another fleeting one, isn't it?
That's just an occupational hazard that was bound to come out at one point or another. All the while, the timer obviously is going on the nuclear weapon, and again, some stupendous acting by our Terry. Just remember and keep an eye on that timer. All right, hen. No bother. That's sound advice, that.
But no sooner they done the boat with this shaft. Deke and the gang, Deke and the boys shop. Dirty Mike and the boys.
Mike and the boys. So we have another wee firefight, which fucking alludes Deke to say again, how many times do I have to say it? Please stop shooting at the nuclear weapons. And then he buzzcut guy again. Oh, that's twice I've done that. Here's a movie.
Oh, aye.
But Deke resets the bomb, didn't he? Shortens the timer.
Aye. After the chase held in this fucking tunnel and kind of trap him in it. Next thing, Hale just, like you say, just shortens the timer down to 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Which is a bold strategy, Cadden.
Let's see if it pays off.
But this is what I'm talking about. So the next time it's just a back and forth into it this whole time. But then this is when you get it. You get Christian Slater running through this mine, diving with 2 horn guns, and talk about ingenuity.
Talk about a sore face when he lands, man. It's good. It's a slow motion dive and shoot at the same time, taking out the henchmen and all that, and saving young Terry at the same time, which is quite good. Which is just proper 80s, 90s action slow-mo jump.
That's it. Plus, see the song in the background? It sounds an awful lot like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which is quite apt. There's a bit of water coming up. So when he fly shoots, he then catches the grenade that the guy was holding as well, didn't he?
Aye.
Flings it towards Deke.
Aye.
It explodes like there away from him. It's like Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 3, man, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But not a hair is removed from your Deke's head.
But that's the thing as well. See, apparently grenades don't explode like that. It's like a pop and like a puff of smoke. You know what I mean? See, every time you see it, they launch a grenade, it just goes, takes out a fucking a whole building. You know what I mean?
Right. So then he goes, like, what you do this for? The money? He goes, no, I'm going to invest 5% in Volvo. Live out the rest of my life knowing I have the safest cars on the planet. But a product placement for Volvo.
I know, mate. It's so fucking. I was like, I didn't remember that bit, and I'm going, what?
He's just saying it.
And I'm like, did Volvo really sell that many motors?
I'm pretty sure that the Humvees that use are in the Volvo ones, you know what I mean? But Deke goes up the lift, flings down 2 grenades for good measure up this 2,000-foot lift. Can't be 2,000 foot. Must have just been a typo or something.
Aye.
And blows the lift.
That's it. Aye. Effectively trapping Hale and that down in the boat with this mine, with this timer still ticking down.
Aye. But Terry remembers that the mine had an underground river flowing through it, so they go and search for this underground river.
Aye, because it was a way to get all touchy-feely, wasn't it? Oh, I thought I'd be married with a dog and a cat. Don't worry, sport, you're gonna make it.
I know. Oh, I was planning doing something else for my 4 minutes, but okay, let's go and find this water. Because she says it's just me. Is that your boyfriend's name, Fred? And she's like, no, it's my dog, just me and Fred. So, good. I'll get into you later. So we get to a wee dead end where he turns and goes, there's nothing here. And then the gun just falls away from him and they fall into this like rapidly flowing underground river, don't they?
Yeah, that's it. Kind of taking him out underneath this mine. But meanwhile, back up on the surface, what is it? The Nest team is chasing Deke in this helicopter. And, you obviously know, Deke, all nonchalant, just stops the motor. And what is it? Pritchard is just giving him dog's abuse.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's just gaffing one like Beaker at the Muppets, isn't he?
Man, Deke just reaches there and gets one of the see the big metal black flashlights. Fuck you, man, right across the throat, and he just goes, hush, hush.
That's just the wee psychopath. Hush, hush. So, and I'd forgot they actually killed him doing that, and he does him right in.
Oh, mate.
No more Mr. Financer guy. Thank Christ, he was just no his best role at all. Just a moaning face git. So the chopper arrives, nest team, as you say, the gunship, and it's right on him, and he's not caring. Likes another wee fag.
Aye.
Just wait.
Aye.
He knows a bomb running after him.
Aye, he's like, turn off all electronic devices and stuff. And obviously, the whole time he does that thing in old films, like zooms into the timer with each fucking tick. I mean,
Right, zooms into the timer, zooms into his eyes and all that, and then it goes off. And this was really good. The bomb going off, the way the ground collapses, and then the ripple effect after it coming up to the Jeep, I thought was excellent.
Aye, shockwave. Aye. Well, we'll never know.
Never know. I hope we never know, mate. So obviously, because he knew that was happening, the gunship EMP affects it, or the electrics gaff and all that, and it ends up just crashing and blowing up. And he's just sitting there smiling.
He's like, God damn, what a rush.
As they missed a draw his fag.
Aye. But then again, it's like he's planned to blow that up the whole time, hasn't he? Because he's like, electrical EMP, it'll knock out every fucking electronic device everywhere. He's like, we even knocked out command centers, fucking communications.
But just in case you weren't actually watching this film with your eyes, his wee gun says, "Goddamn shockwave took out all the chopper." You the man, Deke. I am the man. I am the man.
You the man. And it's just, oh, fucking hell, man.
We go to headquarters and they're all sugaring about and all that, and the army guy's like, "Oh, it's an earthquake." Do you know, remember what you're here today and look for? You're fucking pissed.
Oh, mate. So superb, man. Oh.
So Terry has a sudden attack of conscience. Oh my God, I set off a nuclear bomb.
Aye. She thinks she's been Chernobyl, didn't she? She's like, look at my horn shaking. We're just out of a freezing cold bastard river. Come on. Piece it together.
Hey, look at the butterflies. Look at the butterflies. Butterflies. Look at the butterflies.
It's the only time he's not. I think he's out of breath all the time because he's having to explain stuff to her.
Aye. And he explains to her, obviously, it's a copper mine. Copper's fused, kept in the radiation. Look at the butterflies. I don't know why I'm turning into fucking Donald Trump saying that.
Fly.
Those butterflies could be China. Fly. So she was distraught 1 minute, and then she was, oh, so yeah, butterflies. Oh, that's cool. She's brand new the next. So Eek gets to like the river side, and there's a wee boat there waiting on me.
Aye, this has been the plan to get this this nuke upriver on a boat, and Hale's plan is to steal this boat. And at the same time, the president and the government have received his demand video into.
Mm-hmm.
They have to give me shares in Volvo, or he's going to fucking blow something up.
And the first thing the president says through this guy that said, I've just spoke with the president, was, and how much is it worth to get these no exploding?
Aye.
So we don't negotiate with terrorists, but that president's like, much you wanting, mate? Much you wanting? Tell me, get the bank. But, see when he goes down to the river, Deke drops his lighter, and he bends down to pick it up, and he's sensed a great disturbance in the force. Just looks a bit. You can sense his old Padawan, who's up in a ridge, just looking through the bushes at him. You know what I mean?
Aye. But again, the plan is they steal this boat, and then I don't know what the plan was here, right? Because there's no way to hide on this boat. It's like
she stows away. This is the start of her stowing away on 3 different vehicles and not getting caught, apart from at the end on the train.
aye,
On the
exactly.
boat, underneath a wee blanket. She's got for the boat onto the truck with a nuclear weapon, and then she's got for the truck onto the fucking train.
Aye. It's just the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Mental. Because at first I couldn't remember a lot about this, and I'm like, oh, she's in that boat trapped with Deke. She must get caught, surely, but she never did. And the next thing we see is the army getting Deke's ransom video.
Aye.
And then we're on the choo-choo.
Yes. So they're on the choo-choo, I should say. But they pick up Hale, don't they? And they'll try to figure out what way Deke is taking this bomb. Know what I mean? And it's just, this is when Deke's cunning comes to the surface. He's, that's at Jude's hospital. You wanted me to find that tag. You wanted me to find it.
Rope-a-dope. It's a rope-a-dope.
And he's like, you know what the rope-a-dope is? And they're like, yeah.
Aye.
Not one person's got a fucking clue.
Aye. He's black superior. Doesn't like boxing. Of course I know what a fucking rope-a-dope is, motherfucker.
You know what I mean? Just like, see, he's seen
the
that as well.
Butterflies.
He's in a lot of him. What's his name?
I don't know, mate.
I can
but
never
he's
remember
in
his name.
Punners. I think he's in like everything to do with an army. But he's and he's a good actor. I like him. I was quite saddened when he perished, to be honest.
That's very true. Very true.
Some first name, but McMurrin.
Aye.
That was his first name, McMurrin.
McMurrin? I'll be why I can't remember it.
So Phil's in Giles McMurrin. He's like, what about the girl? What about her? I took an oath, and I know you did as well, with soldiers.
Exactly.
You can hear a wee trumpeter playing in the background. Aye. Got to save the girl.
Aye.
Yeah, we're gonna save the girl. I'm gonna help you, motherfucker.
Aye. Instead of just blowing this train up, right, and potentially stopping a nuclear bomb going off, we're going to risk a wee strike team to save a ranger.
Save a bad actress. And right at the end, wee Giles pipes in with, I'm a lieutenant at Yale.
Oh dear. That's not what I fucking asked you.
I know. So we're on the train then, aren't we? More or less.
Aye. This is coming up to the big finale, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole plan is Deke's going to go and arm the second nuke. And then they're going to take off in a wee escape helicopter.
Aye. But we're on the train, and one of the bad guys, who's called Max, is just done into a nuclear weapon, just punching buttons and all that. And Terry's managed to get on there.
Aye, she's snuck in there. A CIA agent.
Aye. Maybe she kind of said lines and nobody fucking took any notice of her. You know what I mean?
But
she picks up a hammer, doesn't she?
Oh mate, this is so bad, but it's so bad.
There's no way he's dying, man.
Aye. So the next thing, she goes to attack him with a hammer, and he gets the better of her, isn't it? And he's like, oh, you probably thought I was just some geeky scientist, eh? I'm a Navy SEAL, god damn it. She just launches this hammer. Oh, boo you prick.
Then he gave him time to end his sentence saying, I'm a Navy SEAL, god damn it, but my head is made of blancmange. I have no skull. Just as well, because she flung a hammer at him and it bounced off his napper and killed him.
Oh,
mate, he's dead just because he's lying there with his eyes open.
It's my one gripe with the film, I would say.
That was poor. Navy SEAL taking a hammer to the napper.
Aye.
Flung by a girl. But anyway, because even her part of it, I know, shoot yourself, we'll call it square.
Aye, because that catch up there, didn't they? And they're just
Aye.
like, oh, we're thinking, well, Hale he wouldn't take a bullet. Let's see if you would do it and all that. So he starts playing mind games with her, didn't he?
Oh, he's creepy as fuck, man.
Aye.
He's pure Joe Biden, smelling on it. And moving his fingers.
It does the exact same thing in Face Off. See that bit he's got his daughter?
Aye.
He's like, peaches.
Like a peach for hour, just before she stabs him with a knife that he gave her. But she cancels it anyway.
Aye.
And then
Final act of defiance.
Aye, she doesn't care. I'm going to die one way or another, aren't I? So fuck you, asshole.
He's got to say Bruce or Doug.
Rank.
Aye.
So Hale shoots Deke for the chopper because Deke just opens the thing to fling her out.
Again, another silent helicopter.
Aye. There was only one silent helicopter. It was called Airwolf. Airwolf isn't in this film because you'd heard the music.
Oh no!
So he's on the gunship, shoots, gets him in the arm, gets Deke in the arm, and then Chopper takes out one of the guns, and Hale takes out another one with T's gun, kind of thing.
Aye, it's like the wee general guy I know says, isn't it? Let's give these guys a haircut, and they use the propellers to kill guys, and I'm like,
aye,
you're just going into the silly side more often, dude.
Aye, it didn't make mulch of the guy. It just gave him a kind of a lightsaber.
Aye,
bring me across the chest, man.
Oh,
and off he popped.
Aye.
But it's quite good the way that as soon as he opens the door to fling her off, oh no, there's Hale. She just gets out, starts climbing. That's quite clever.
Aye, making an escape while the opportunity's there, you see.
But then his jump for the helicopter to the train.
It's not convincing in it. It's kind of it's like the cut scene thing in it.
That's the movie jump. Obviously, that is what it is. Not, I mean, MD else is breaking ankles there or sliding right off it. But then they hit a wee tunnel, and the helicopter can't pull up quick enough.
Aye, because Deke and that are taking shots at the helicopter, and they hit the general guy.
Aye.
And then, like he says, where did that mountain come from?
I know.
Oh, but aye, that's the helicopter at the game.
Goddamn you, Hale. So then Deke arms the nuke. And this is pathetic, man. Fucking Hale, when he jumps into the carriage, shouts, incoming.
Aye. Because he ties, I can't remember, is it a rope or something he ties on a...
It's a cord for a satellite dish.
Oh, aye.
Obviously, never get that out, Asda, because it fucking snapped.
He ties that to a dead henchman and he throws him off one side. And that distracts Deke and his wee henchman buddy. And they're shooting at this going, Hale! But like you says, next thing, Hale comes in the open door and shouts, incoming. And boots big fucking G.I. Joe out the side, doesn't he?
Who has his face on again.
Aye.
Right out. And this is pretty decent as well. They're on one of the bridges that shouldn't be anywhere in America. They're 1 million feet in the air. But I mean, with a canyon at the bottom of them.
Aye.
Trains seem to get them an awful lot, you know what I mean?
Aye.
So this guy falls about fucking, I don't know, 300 feet.
Oh, aye. I think it's, I don't know if it's the old Wellheim fucking scream, but it's...
You love a Wellheim scream.
Aye. He's on his way down anyway.
That'll be $50, please.
Oh, but the next thing, Hale points a shotgun at Deke, didn't he? And there again another gun battle into it.
Until it pans to the back of the nuclear weapon and Hale's got the gun like that, it's just like, oh, can't be fucked with this, mate. I mean,
oh.
So he just stands up with the detonator, doesn't he? Detonators.
Aye.
And then we get the $20 thing again. This $20 that I took from you last night, let's put that there and you come take this off me. And have a wee spar.
Aye. Oh, mate. Meanwhile, I think the Ranger is a way to uncouple the train and stuff.
The Ranger?
Aye, the Ranger. as she's going to the front of the train driver starts shooting at her, and he hits barrels of fuel and stuff. How they didn't explode right away, I don't know. But the next thing, fuel's pushing it everywhere. Bearing in mind, this helicopter is on fire as well. The escape helicopter that Hale sabotaged. So
I've just read my notes on that bit you've just described there. It's pure shock. Train driver has a rifle now. Shoots barrels that have just appeared.
oh,
But she obviously she's a keen shot herself, and takes him out, and he falls against that old falling against the control panel, fucking shite.
Aye, that hits the brakes, doesn't it?
Aye,
And the fuel, just because of the obviously physics, the fuel runs along this platform and catches the flame, and boom, and it.
and she saws this is happening. Hale turns into fucking Jet Li.
Aye,
That's flinging about roundhouses and all that, karate moves, blocking everything Deke's got to offer.
Aye, absolutely starts leathering fucking big Deke, doesn't he? Deke doesn't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's shook. The man is shook.
The man's trembling because this carriage that they're fighting on has came to a standstill, and there's a big fight, and Hale boots fucking roundhouses Deke back against the wall, and then turns around and sees the carriage coming, didn't he?
Aye. So you see this other the other carriage coming, and it was uncoupled, but it's obviously the momentum of it taking it forward. But he grabs the remote the detonator. He grabs the detonator, and instead of going beep and pressed it, then taking a leap, he runs, leaps off the train, and spins midair to press the detonator, and that disarms the bomb. It's very actiony, yes, but it just seems unnecessary.
This bit's brilliant, but when the carriage hits the other carriage, the momentum hits against the bomb, which goes flying towards Deke, who catches it in his midriff, and it puts him right through the carriage and into the barrels and all that, doesn't it?
Aye, and next thing you get the big finale, fucking boom.
See if you pause it just right, mate, at him going through the carriage with the bomb. It's just weird, mad dummy, just like that. It's brilliant.
Oh, mate, superb, man. Aye, but like he says, that's it. Fucking big, massive explosion, like a big firework for the end, innit?
But no for the nuclear weapon that can lie in a bath of jet fuel burning for 5 hours.
Aye. If unarmed.
So the bomb is obviously no went off. It's a bit beaten up looking, and it's just lying on the knolls, the grassy knoll. Fucking, yay, we've won the day, and then it just pans to the wee $20 bill, doesn't it?
Aye, that's it. This wee $20 note, innit? It's all blood, it's all burnt holes and everything. What is it he says? I guess I won. Aye. Aye, right. And then for some reason, she repeats her line at the start of the movie. Could you turn round? You're like, what? And it's just like a shitey.
Oh, please turn around.
Aye. And this is when you hear their names in it. They actually introduce themselves to each other in it.
Aye. And then it becomes a pure Casanova. It goes, my name's Terry something, and I'm a park ranger. Oh, well, guess you better take me in then. And then classic John Woo. Boom, finished.
Aye. And there's name here.
Twin Peaks.
Aye.
That's what it's like, mate. Boom, 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 boom. Twin Peaks, fucking Man of Steel. So that was Broken Arrow. 1996, 96?
96.
Good to watch, mate. Enjoyed it.
Well, it's an action movie, mate. You don't need to pay too much attention to if it's not going to be, let's say, Shakespearean.
No.
But you're there for the fucking fighting and the action. That's it.
It's on Disney Plus anyway, folks, if you want to watch it. Or if you've got console telly, it'll be on Channel 5 every 3 weeks.
see that film? That's the reason I was late to school nearly every fucking Monday.
Really?
It would always be on Channel 5, Sunday night, and it would start at about 10 o'clock, maybe half 10 or something.
Aye. Unless you miss the start, and you need to go to 5+1. You're
Oh.
even later. Know what I mean?
I mean, this is before the old 5+.
Off. But
This is
I
way
enjoy.
back when.
Beat you again out of 10 this week.
Again, mate, like anything else, 7. Isn't brilliant? Isn't fucking terrible? It's just a middle of the road 7.
Aye. I'll just a little bit lower than you, mate. It's a 6 for me. Again, it's no terrible. It's a good watch, and I'll watch it again probably. Right after I watched it, I get the Travolta bug, and I put Face Off on. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm going to do tonight.
I was just about to put Con Air on after Face Off because I then get into Nicolas Cage, and then I looked at my thing, mate. It was like 11:45, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't, man." So I'll maybe see how the night goes after watching The Last of Us, and maybe give that a watch. But aye, 6 out of 10 for me, mate. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Wasn't it? This is the least dialogue heavy thing we've done in a long, long time, innit?
Aye, definitely, mate. Aye, because when I was looking at stuff, I went, just you just need something under the tools there. Know what I mean?
Aye, just under the tools, so it was.
Aye. End up with wankers cramp. Know what I mean?
What did you? What a wee Glaswegianism.
Help my Bob.
Help my Bob. Means is fucked it. Can you just imagine the general saying that? Fucked it. What? Fucked it. Weapons are away. Fucked it.
Where's the thing, mate?
That's the thing, mate. That's even better. Because that's what we would say in Glaswegian. Or is one of your favourite words for the last episode was doohickey.
Aye.
I listened back to the Batman episode. I was pissed myself, man. See if I know his contraptions and his doohickeys there.
Oh, superb. Have you got the next one lined up?
Yes, I have. Lined up, ready to go at the start line, just waiting on that gun going off, mate. And we are going to be doing the fabulous, epic, dialogue heavy, action packed, impressionable Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Hey!
Junior!
I'm sorry, but I thought you were one of them.
Oh, good point. They come in through the door dead. Oh, good point. I suddenly remembered my Charlemagne. Let your army with the rocks and the trees and the birds in the sky. Not only to learn the bit him and Marcus day. Start twitching their ears and all that. But no, brilliant film. I went to pictures to see it, blown away by it. Back in the day when we had VHSs, used to run a cable for the living room into your own room, but you had to watch what was on in the living room kind of thing, and that was one of the tapes that I would always put on was that Lethal Weapon 2, Predator. That's some of my favourite films. But I did send you my little screenshot that I could be getting some money here because Aberdeen are getting cuffed 1-0, mate, by Darvel. Darvel, would you believe? That'll mean nothing to anybody that's outside Scotland, but it's absolutely fucking great news for us because we hate Aberdeen. Unless you follow us and you're from Aberdeen, you're absolutely beautiful. We love you. But guys, that was Broken Arrow. Hope you enjoyed it. I definitely recommend you watch it. It will put you down the rabbit hole with mid-90s films, action films, but which there's a good few on Disney, to be fair. But now I'm kind of curious as to what Disney didn't show you in this film, because every time you watch something on it, and I've got, or vice versa, it's, I never had that, but you know what I mean?
Aye, exactly.
Doesn't matter.
To the old Blu-ray anyway.
Right, my man, I'll let you crack on.
Yes.
And just say to our avid followers, cheery bye.
Cheery bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.